If you are seeing this video, you are going to experience a miracle today. Yes, I have said it, so let's allow it. And this video is infused with the energy of creation, as is my channel. And by you sharing here today and claiming, miracles are going to begin to happen for you in your life. So we will do a tarot card reading later in this video to get you aligned and lined up for miracles, but let's have a little conversation about it first. So my name is Finbar. This is Inspired Life Tarot. If you care to give me a little follow and subscribe to the channel and comment, and please feel free to share. All of my videos and this channel is now infused with my own spiritual practice. I want everyone joining here and sharing here to be able to change and create and manifest the life that they truly want, and with the wisdom of spirit and my guides will be able to help you in that process. So what is a miracle? You don't necessarily have to walk on water or rise from the dead to experience a miracle. A miracle every day can be anything from a little synchronicity to special timing, to meeting someone, to hearing a message that you need to hear. And I feel it's a very, very important mindset to have. It's a very, very important sort of energy accepting way to be, because it's a wonderful way to accept guidance. And also sometimes, well, not sometimes, well, maybe more than often, we can feel a little bit overwhelmed with life. We don't have the clarity that we need. We feel that despite all of our efforts, we're just not making the progress we need to make. And as a result, we can lose our way. We can lose our faith. And with the coaching that I do, with the tarot reading I do, it's all very proactive in how we resume that faith, how we get into alignment, how we really start to get the best for ourselves and the best out of our lives. So that's what miracles are really, really about. So being in a state of vibration and mindset, I want my miracle, that's not the right place to be in, okay? We have to be in a vibrational set point. We have to be open, and we also have to be aware. There's a theory in psychology known as the reticular activating system, and it's about once we become vigilant and aware of something, we tend to see more and more of it. It's like, excuse me, if you buy a new piece of clothing, or if you buy a certain car, and all of a sudden you just tend to see it everywhere where before you didn't. Well, maybe it's the same with opportunities. Maybe it's the same with miracles in our lives. Okay? So it's very, very important to get ourselves tuned to accept the miracles, to see them in the first place, and to recognize them. And the more and more we develop a mindset that every day and everywhere miracles are appearing and coming into my life, you'll be so amazed how every day and every way miracles appear in your life. So it's a wonderful way to, it's like, for me, it's like a threading system. Especially again, if we're feeling overwhelmed, if things aren't working out the way we want, we get into a vibrational pattern of stress and perhaps anger and concern, and that just shuts down that vibrational match, okay? It removes us from being in our flow. So it's so important that we really be open to the miracles, open to the opportunity, open to the blessings that are all around us today. And this Ace of Cups, for me, is very much symbolizes miracles. If you look at the symbology here, it's nearly like, this is like the Holy Spirit. It's coming from a divine source. We need to be open and capable of accepting it, and then use that to really allow ourselves to get fulfilled and all of our senses overwhelmed, transmuting the negative in our lives and really opening up a whole channel of acceptance and receivership and an expectation. Okay, so let's do a reading to really help us get aligned. And I felt today an interesting read for this would be what we need to do in terms of our mind, our body, and our spirit to become more and more aligned with allowing and accepting the miracles into our lives. So please consider claiming this. Please be vigilant. Please comment if any miracles, little miracles or large miracles happen in your life. I'd love to hear any feedback. And as I said, I'm infusing this video and I'm infusing the channel that everyone comes across this information. This in itself is a miracle. Think of all the billions of people there are on the planet and on YouTube and all the channels, and you have found this, so it's not an accident. Perhaps it's a little miracle. Okay, so let's do our tarot read. So what do we need to know in terms of our minds right now? How can we help our mind? What can we become more aware of in our mind, more vigilant to opening up to receiving miracles? So, in terms of our mind, here we have the Seven of Cups. Beautiful, considering we did the Ace of Cups earlier. The cups are the element of water. This is what nourishes us at an emotional and a creative level. Ultimately, for me, it's that fulfillment, that wellspring of fulfillment that comes from within. When you culture that and tap that, there's very little in the external world can match it. So the sevens here are about making choices. Sometimes we can be completely overwhelmed. Oh, should I do this? Should I focus on that? And we get blind to all, we get a little bit blind. We can't see the wood from the trees, quite literally, because we're too distracted. So in terms of our minds now, it's very, very important to get aligned with and focused, maybe just on one element of your life that you would like to work on to increase that fulfillment and heart-based fulfillment in your life. Whether it's creativity, whether it's relationships, ultimately for me, it's that tapping into it and culturing it from within. But whatever it is for you, instead of being distracted and putting your energy all over the place, start to focus on one particular element, calming your mind, making it more focused and moving forward in that sense. In terms of our body, in terms of our overall health and physical alignment, is there any advice we have from Spirit here for you today? So in terms of our body, what do we have? So we have a jumper here. I don't usually do the jumpers, but we'll take this one on the Tower reversed. Okay, very, very interesting. So this is about really examining, for me, like a Tower reversed kind of comes back to the devil a little bit, which can be about, we're talking about the physical body here. So if there's any sort of patterns of behavior, maybe slightly addictive patterns of behavior that you are in, maybe it's time to look at ways to really shake them up and break them, okay? And, you know, if it's a case of, when I say addictive behaviors, you know, can be addictive substances, can be abuse of your body in some shape or form. It can be, you know, we can abuse our body with overeating, drinking, with drugs, with one thing or another. So it's really asking you to question that. When life isn't going as we want it to go, and we struggle to deal with it, it's very, very easy to hit the bottle, hit the pipe, you know, abuse ourselves or into gambling or whatever it is that's the distraction at that moment in time. And the core of dealing with any of this behavior is, what's the emotional trigger? And if we can really get a sense of what the emotion is, why are we feeling this emotion? Can I explore it in a different way, a much more constructive way, rather than going in some form of, you know, self-harm or you know, an illusion of some description? That's a very honest and question to ask oneself. So it is an opportunity to learn and mature in that. So if we are sort of you know, what's the word I'm looking for? If we are hiding, if we are hiding from reality with, you know, abusive substances in any shape or form, that in itself shuts off our connection. It doesn't allow us to be in any place to receive any miracles. Okay, we're out of alignment. So if that resonates with you, give that consideration. I'm not here to judge, I'm not here to preach. I'm only here to help. Okay. And in terms of our spirit, and the advice for our spirit today, to get into alignment, to allow miracles to flow to us each and every day. In terms of our spirit, here we have the beautiful Temperance card, okay? This card of healing, considering the card we had already, this is a card really encouraging you to continue on your journey of healing and continue on your journey of alignment and revigoration. This is a card of patience, it's a card of flow, a card of balance, okay? So it's very, very interesting considering the cards of distraction, you know, a little bit of blockages or behaviors that don't really align and serve with us being in a place to receive miracles every day. But this one is, okay? And this is the result of the work, the focus, dealing with emotions. We're now blending, we're now healing, we're now putting ourselves in a much more empowered place to receive. And here, this is the card of the Holy Guardian Angel. This is all about receiving as well. This angel's wings are so big, they don't even fit in the card. So it is so indicative of the love and the care that is around you and the miracles that are our abundance around you. We just have to be able to open up to them. And every day, in every way, you'll just get better and better and better, because every day is full and filled with miracles for you. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. And please comment below, claim. You know, as I said, I'm really infusing these videos with my own spiritual work. Even sharing this video could have a significant impact on someone's life, and that in itself, that giving and the difference that is made, will really help your channel, your vibration. So thank you so much for joining today, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. My name is Finbar. This is Inspired Life Tarot. Thank you.